Yeah, this video is about one of the most painful emotions people can experience. One of the most avoided or inhibited emotions also. How does shame work then? It creeps up on people when they think they have failed or when they feel rejected somehow. Or when they feel they have been caught out or exposed in some way. Apparently, shame is one of the most common and important emotions in psychotherapy. That doesn't really surprise me at all. What does shame make people do? Well, some people run and hide. They run and hide because the shame makes them feel small and weak. They can't face social scrutiny. Some can't even face shame in their own minds. Some deny the emotion and go on the attack, as it were. I can remember my parents and my teachers trying to make me feel ashamed for this or that as a kid. I never really took kindly to it. I think I carried a fair bit of resentment around with me into my teenage years, actually. But it subsided. Now, I don't know whether this is a good thing or not, but I don't remember the last time I felt truly ashamed of anything. I've had plenty of people over the years try to make me feel bad or small in some way, but a lot of the things people say to me now just tend to bounce off me. I don't think I have an aversion to shame. Shame is a crucial emotion, after all, that serves many functions. People will work hard on themselves and their relationships so as to avoid feelings of shame. And of course, small amounts of shame can prevent people from alienating themselves from the community or society. That's just a couple of examples of the functions that shame can serve in an adaptive sense, you know. Shame isn't really guilt, is it? Although a guilt trip can bring on feelings of shame, but no, not the same thing. Shame emerges when a person fails to live up to an ideal in their own mind, or live up to some social standard perhaps, and it makes a person want to hide or submit. So there is such a thing as healthy shame. You know, in life we make mistakes as individuals, and we have to learn from that. Tempered, situationally based shame and self-blame can be a functional guide, so to speak, guiding us towards a better, more nuanced understanding of ourselves. However, there is also such a thing as maladaptive shame. With some folks, feelings of shame can bring about an intense self-blame narrative where people will beat themselves up saying things like, "I'm a complete no-hoper," or I'm a totally useless loser. Self-blame characterizations like these are indictments against the entire person, you know? In contrast to this, healthy self-blaming would be a response to a specific situation of, say, failure, where the narrative might go something along the lines of, I'm disappointed in myself, but I will learn from this, and next time I will do much better. That's healthy, I would say. These maladaptive self-blame narratives, though, with the indictments against the entire person, are examples of characterological shame. The shame permeates the essence of the entire individual. This is not healthy. It's destructive, surely. Intense self-blame, let's call it toxic shame, can put a person at odds with him or herself. Sadly, with some people, shame gets internalized. Internalization of shame can be a lengthy process, and along the way, many emotions can become alienated aspects of a person. I suppose if a person completely internalizes their toxic shame, they must become the objects of their own self-loathing, no self-respect, inner alienation, and ultimately rejection of the self by the self. Sad, but it does happen. For your own emotional and mental well-being, you should take care not to be too hard on yourself, I think. Try to keep a sense of proportion and context, you know? And try to understand that your emotions are supposed to be working for you, not against you. Anyway, see you later, folks. Take it easy.